Hi everybody, it's Holly and welcome back to Smile by Holly. So look at what we're going to be making today. This adorable little purse made completely out of paper. So fun. You know, I was thinking that with Mother's Day just around the corner, this would be a great gift to give your mother or even just a good friend. Look how cute this is. It's held together with Velcro. And then you could put gift cards or money, or I think what would be cute is to add a set of homemade cards and envelopes on the inside. Wouldn't that be cute? Anyway, so this is what we're making today. Let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need is a piece of paper 12 by 12, and then go ahead and cut it down to 12 by 11 1/4. So just cut it down slightly. And then bring your scoreboard in. Okay, and then on the 11 1/4 side, you want to score it at 4, at 5, at 9, and at 9 1/2. And this is thick paper, so I'm just going over it, you know, a couple times. Then go ahead and turn your paper to the 12-inch side, and you want to score it at 3 and at 9. Guys, that's it, okay? Put your scoreboard away, and let's just go ahead and fold and burnish on all those lines. You know, whoa, that's really hard to see the lines with this paper. I think by folding it kind of helps to see where all those lines are. This is really difficult with those lines on the back of the paper. I can hardly even see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we got almost all of them. There we go. Okay. Well, those score lines proved to be almost hiding in that paper right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what we are going to want to do now. You will take your paper and you are going to just fold in the sides to where it meets in the middle. Do you see that? And we are going to glue both of these sides down. I'm going to fold and burnish it really good. If you've cut your paper exact, you won't see a gap right here. And that helps because you don't want to see that when you go to open up your purse. Okay, now let's go ahead and add glue onto these little flaps, and then we'll glue it closed. So how are you guys today? Golly, it's so nice to have a little bit of spring in the air. We're here in Salt Lake City, and yeah, it is definitely spring. I love it when we finally get to May and, you know, the snow's almost melted, and it's just nice. I feel like I'm in a better mood more of the time. Does that make sense? I kind of struggle in the winter with, you know, the gloomy, cold, snowy days. Yeah, I probably need to move somewhere where it's warm 24/7, warm and sunny. But anyway, okay, so we're going to glue down this side now. So what is new with you guys? Let me know in the comments what you've been working on. Love to hear everything that you guys are working on. Just by your comments, it actually, you know, gives me inspiration. Or let me know if there's something that you would like to see, or if you have any questions on how something's done. No, I'm not a know-it-all at everything, but I could certainly do some research and see if we could figure it out together. Okay, so I'm just folding everything down. I like it to be nice and crisp and snug. Okay, so there's that. Now we are going to go ahead and fold on those score lines, and this is where you want to re-burnish that down. Okay, so fold on those lines. it's going through like double paper now. So that's where, give it a good burnish. And then up here at the top, so I was looking on Pinterest and there were like a different million ways to make cute little purses. And so I'll probably be doing more purse videos because I think what a fun way to, you know, gift a little surprise inside of a purse. So, okay, so this is the outside of our purse. Is that so stinking cute? Oh my gosh, love it. So that's what that is. Okay, now what you'll want to do is take 2 pieces of paper. I'm just using paper that kind of coordinates with each other, but something you can either have it be the same or, you know, something that coordinates. But you'll want 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 2, 4 1/4 by 2. Then let's bring your scoreboard back in. Okay, and on the 2-inch side, you want to score it at 1/2 inch, at 1, and at 1 1/2. And then on the 4 1/4 side, you just want to score it at 1/2 inch. So let's do that to our second piece, okay? So bring it in on the short side, which is the 2-inch side, score it 1/2 inch, at 1, and at 1 1/2. And then on the 4 1/4 inch side, just score it at 1/2 inch. Okay, done. Now what you're going to do is accordion file it. You know, like those fans that you used to make when you were little? Just accordion fold your paper so it looks like, what is that, an M or a W. Okay, accordion fold it, and now you can kind of see how it's going to go into the middle. Fold that little 1/2 inch score line up also. And this is what you'll want to do. So we've just folded that up. Now there's 2 little squares here. This is kind of hard to see, but there's a little square here and a little square here. There's actually 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're going to cut out these outer 2. Okay, so I'm going to cut up the score line and cut out, and then cut up the score line and cut out. So what that does is it leaves me this little tab right here. Okay, let's do that on this other one. So cut up the score line. We're just cutting out the 2 squares on the end. Okay, so there are what our 2 pieces are going to look like. Now bring in your purse. You can see that there's 2 score lines. I don't know if you can see, but there's one right here that's thinner. We want to glue this on to the thicker of the 2, and I would have to say that's probably, let's look, that's 1 inch. So that's the inch score line. And what this is going to do is that little flap is going to glue down right there, okay? And then these little tabs right here, let me just kind of show you, are going to glue on to the outside of the purse, and it's going to go like that. Does that make sense? So kind of squish it together. Let's go ahead and I'll show you. Before you glue it, you want to make sure that the point of your W or your M is going to be facing in. So you'll put your flap down, your tab, and you want that M to be pointing in towards your purse so that leaves these tabs on the outside. Do you see that? So it folds up like that. Let's go ahead and glue our tab down. Once again, it's going to go right on that inch little score line. Put glue right there. I'm just using hot glue today because it's a good fast hold. And with this purse, I feel like that's going to be the best. Just lining it up. And then I'm going to put this side on also. Just putting glue onto my tab. I'm lining it up right there in that score line. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now we're going to fold our tabs in and add glue to these so that it folds up like this, okay? And then that's going to fold in. Does that make sense? So it's going to look like that. So let's just do it nice and slow. Add a little bit of hot glue onto here. And I'll fold that together and hold it just for a minute. Then I'm going to do this side, a little bit of hot glue there. And then fold that up. Make sure you're just lining that up nice and even. Just something to keep in mind. Now we can go ahead and put glue onto these two flaps and close up our purse. Let me get my glue gun going. And I'm just going to pinch it right there. Make sure it gets a good hold. And that's what the side of your purse looks like. Is that just so cute? And then there's the inside of your purse. I'm going to bend the top back just so we get the paper so it moves and all the way it needs to be moving. And there's the cute inside of your purse. And that's what's so fun is look at the paper on the inside. I love how the inside has the paper on it too. Okay, now what we'll do, let's go ahead and put our Velcro on before we go any further. I'm just using Velcro from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to line it right up here in the center of my tab and push that down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got our closure. Okay, now bring yourself in 2 strips of paper, and this is just going to be the lining for this and this. Now, it's not necessary, but I think it adds a really nice contrast. So grab 2 pieces of paper that are 6 inches by 3/4 of an inch, okay? And then you just want to score right down the middle. So right down the middle, I'm just going to score that in half. And that's on the 3/8 inch mark, right down the middle. And then fold that in half. This paper's so thick that by scoring it really helps. Or, you know, if it's not thick paper, you could just fold it in half. You don't necessarily need to score it. Okay, now this is going to go right over this edge, and this is going to go right over that edge. Is that just fun? I think just the contrast makes it almost pop a little bit more. So we're going to add some glue onto our little strips of paper. And we'll do the top part first. I'm just setting it on top. Now that's kind of interfering with my glue dot just a tiny bit. So you, in hindsight, maybe put this on. I think I still got away with it, but in hindsight, put this on before you put your Velcro on, just in case. You see, I just barely made it right there. But if you had put that up any higher, it would have impeded the Velcro. I'm sorry, I didn't see that when I had made my first one. Okay, just adding glue onto this second one. This is going to go right over this one. And it fits in there perfect. I love it. So look how cute that is. I think it just adds. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now before we do the handle, we are going to add some feet. Do you see the feet on here? It's just some dots that I got at Hobby Lobby. And so I'm going to pull those off and just stick 4 of them right in the corner. Oh, I think this makes it look so cute. Not all purses have these, but a lot of just the handbag purses have them. Look how cute that is. And then that makes it just stand up super cute. Oh, cute. Okay, now for our handle, you could have it just be a clutch bag if you wanted. But if you want a handle, and I'm just going to use this strip of paper right here. You can tell it's the very end, but it's going to work. Bring in your strip. Now this is 1 inch by 10 inches, okay? And you just want to score it at 1/4 of an inch. And then turn it all the way around and score it at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so it was 1/4 of an inch, and then we turned it all the way around and scored it at 3/8. What we're doing is we're going to just kind of see it's the very end of the paper, but it's going to work because what we're going to do is we're just going to fold this in on top of each other just to make it be sturdy, okay? So we're just making this be a good sturdy handle. And as I glue this, which I'll be doing in a minute, I'm also just kind of rounding it with my finger. Do you see how I'm kind of rounding the paper? I call it training your paper to get it so it bends. It looks like a purse handle. So before I glue it, I'm just going to round my paper. I do this a lot of times when I'm making bows. I like to round my paper. Okay, so let's open it back up and add some glue in there. This just makes for a good sturdy handle, what I found. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Bring in my purse. Now there is no measuring to this. I'm going to take about 1 inch and fold it in on top of itself, okay, or backwards. About 1 inch. Like I say, just kind of guess about where that's at, because what we're going to do is take that inch and set it down on our purse and glue it like that, okay? So just kind of eyeball it. I think I'll use hot glue on this. Just going to lay that down. I'm hot gluing it because I want a good strong hold. I would hate for the handle to come off. Okay, and then what I did on this purse is I found these cute flowers. It was a floral garland from Dollar Tree. And I've just cut the garland apart and taken the daisy. I think, oh yeah, that looks so cute because it has all the colors of the daisy. But you know what? You could certainly add a bow, which I think would be so cute. I'm surprised that I'm not adding a bow, but look, that daisy is just to die for. So anyway, we've got our great Velcro closure. Wonderful to put cards, envelopes, cash, gift cards, thank you notes. So there are our 2 adorable little purses that stand up. Look at those fun little legs. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was so much fun to make these. I really like making girly things, and I think this is just perfect for Mother's Day or, you know, any other fun occasion. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a big thumbs up. I would also love to have you subscribe to my channel. So have fun crafting, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, everybody.